Okay, so this is Autumn Leaves, just comping chords. It's not doing the melody, like with those chords up here, you know, doing chords with the melody. The chords are like more complex and stuff. But if you're just comping, and comping means if somebody else is taking a solo and you're just sitting there playing chords, you don't want to play these high ones probably. I mean, you could, and that would sound good too. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do. But say if you're really holding the bass down or whatever, say there's not many people playing, it's just guitar and bass or something, and you might not want to play this really thin chords when there's only a bass player. So you can play, this is how so A minor 7, D7, G major 7, C major 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat 9, E minor 7, and it just repeats A minor 7, D9, G major 7, and back up. This again, and then back around. It doesn't do the C major 7 that time. Then you go. That was E minor 7, E flat 7, D minor 7, D flat 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, and the trick to it is just boom, B7 flat 9. There's no root on this chord, so you wouldn't say, "Oh, I'm going to play a B7 flat 9" and just find that chord. It's not easy to find. You just have to know where it is probably if you're going to do this particular voicing. That's also one, but it would be, there's the B note. But these chords go together, so whenever you have these two chords going together, then it always works. But anyway, this is the main thing. Instead of A minor 7, D7, this is the thing to do. This has no fifth, which in jazz, if you take the fifth out, it takes away that heaviness of the chord that you don't really need. The root isn't really important all the time. But if you're, like I said, if you're comping, you might want the root in there sometimes, depending on how many people are in the band. If there's a ton of people playing chords, you don't need to do that. You could just be like, you don't have to play the roots, but you might want to. But anyway, this is the thing. Minor 7, D7 9, and then let's see, there's other things you can do, like if you add tensions to chords. So here's a D9, D9 13, D9, D9 13. That's a natural chord, natural tensions. If I wanted to add altered, do the Hendrix chord, and even get the sharp 9 and the sharp 5, or the flat 9 and flat 5. So that's a really easy way to get a lot of different tensions just from this one, or just don't even move these two. Just go like that and bar this finger. It gives you the flat 9, flat 5, and you get the sharp 9, sharp 5. So you get everything. And then G major 7, lots of ways to play this. You could play it like a 13, like sometimes if you play a G7, if you just bring this over, G major 7, 13, and 9. So you get not just a G major 7, but you get a G major 7 with a 9 and a 13 on it. And gives you all kinds of stuff there. And then when you're here, instead of just doing this flat 9, if you want to add a different kind of, some different tensions, because that's an altered, technically this is an altered chord. If you wanted to add, like, do a sharp 5, B7 sharp 5 would be like this. Or take the root off, then you get the sharp 9 and the sharp 5 on B. And then E minor 7. This is another huge thing, is if you take this note off, it's the fifth. It sounds better without it. Plus you can move it around. Just like this. You can move those way faster than these things. that's how jazz players move around. They make it real easy on themselves and find the things that work together.